Hey everybody, it's me, Maverick O'Sullivan, and we're going to do things a little bit differently today. Don't be afraid, it's going to be okay. And we're going to do a three-parter. This is a trilogy. We're making magic here. It's going to be real artistic. Or just, make you wait for the whole story. But anyway, there's a story that starts off with summer at Wendy's. The first two parts take place one summer at Wendy's, a long time ago. There's still the same galaxy, not far away. But it takes place out of Wendy's, where I was working, and there was a situation which I handled really well. And I'm quite proud of that. And I feel it's an inspirational story, and I want to share that with you. But I'm also honest, and I gotta be a little humble. I gotta say there was a situation I did not handle so well. And that's part two. And this leads us to summer further down the road, years later. Something comes back. Not even at Wendy's. It's still in food service though, which is kind of interesting. But no, comes back full circle, and I find it really important to keep it in the whole story. And you'll understand why. You'll understand the significance, and this is completely true from my life. And that makes it that much more interesting, because we know fact is stranger than fiction. Without further ado, I shall begin by telling you, one summer, a long time ago in my early years, I worked at a Wendy's. And, working food service can be stressful. And some people handle stress better than others. Me, I've always been pretty zen. And one day, one lady, we'll call her Meg. She was having a bad day or something. I don't know. She was a bit mean to everyone around her. And I'm just like, okay, I'm not going to let that bother me. So she goes right for me. Like when you want everyone to be just as grumpy as you are, and some jerk just does not get the memo and he's happy, something's got to change. So she focuses in on me, and she's just laying into me about something that's completely not my fault, unimportant, whatever. But she's just on me about this. And she's tiny fiery, You know those girls, right? Like, they're tiny, but they're fierce. Like, big things, small packages. Anyway. But then it hits me. Not her fist. No, that'd be workplace violence. No, it hits me. It's not about me. No. And I realized I could use this one of two ways. I can use this against her, and I can throw that at her like, you're not even mad at me. Really just, or I could use this to let it go. And so I do. Because if it's not about me, okay, I just had to do the dramatic spin. Mr. Bond. Anyway, if it's not about me, what do I have to be offended about? Exactly. I'm just going to assume that you're a fan of Dora the Explorer and just spoke to the screen right there. Anyway, it's not about me, so I can let it go. And I do. And I use that to handle the situation really well. And I say, you're right. I'm sorry. She tells me more about why I was wrong. And everyone's like, Maverick, you're in the right. She's wrong. I'm like, just let me handle this. And she finishes what she has to say. I don't say anything else. I let her have the last word, because it's not really as important as it feels. And when you learn that skill, it's really cool. You feel like it really does feel like, as much as it's bothersome, you feel proud of yourself for doing it. And I felt proud. I let her have the last word and went back to work. And then, later that night, on my way out, I went a step further and I said, Meg, once again, I'm sorry about earlier, and I hope we can continue to get along as it doesn't impair our ability to be a team. And she had more to say. And again, after she finished, I stopped. I didn't say anything. I mean, it may just be Wendy's, but you're there most of the week, You gotta get along with people. It's good for you. It's good for them. It's good. That's the best way to end those discussions. And here's why. Because the next day I came in, and she comes up to me, she's like, Maverick, I have to talk to you about the other day. And I'm like, it's over, don't worry about it. She says, no, I have to tell you. A few days ago, someone had broken into my house and taken everything I had of any value. And I was just so mad and taking it out on everyone. And you were the only one who put up with me, and I gave you the worst of it. Why did you do that? It's just like, thank you. I'm like, bring it in, you know, give her a little hug. Okay, she's tiny, so I give her a little, you know, I hold the hug, you know, hugs, you really mean a hug, like, don't be afraid, especially when someone needs it. So I give her a hug. Okay, get back to work. You know, don't need to make a big deal about it. Make sure she knows we're on the same team. But yeah, I felt really proud of that. I like to think that I left a good impression for the people around me there. Except for that other point, which I'm going to get to after a dramatic